Hello students. So now we'll be starting chapter 6 and the name is physical and chemical change. We'll start with some of the activities that are given in your textbook. The first activity, cut a piece of paper in 4 square pieces. Cut each square pieces further into 4 square pieces. This we have done in our childhood. Lay these pieces on the floor or a table so that the pieces acquire the shape of the original piece of the paper. We just have to arrange them like original. Obviously, you cannot join the pieces back to make the original piece, but is there a change in the property of the paper? What happens? See the picture. Like this, we have to cut double, triple, then again 4 times. This is the first. Now, the second activity. Collect the chalk dust lying on the floor near the blackboard in your classroom. The schools which are using the chalk green board, most of the time what happens on the floor, there is a lot of dust of the chalk. Or crush a small piece of chalk into dust. Add a little water to the dust to make a paste. Roll it into the shape of a piece of stalk. This is the second activity which you have to do. Now we'll go for the third activity. Take some ice in a glass or plastic tumbler. Melt a small portion of ice by placing the tumbler in the sun. You have now a mixture of ice and water. Now place the tumbler in a freezing mixture. Ice plus common salt. Does the water become solid? Ice once again. Try this also. Now we'll go for the next activity. Boil some water in a container. Do you see the steam rising from the surface of water? Hold an inverted pan by its handle over the steam at some distance from the boiling water. Observe the inner surface of the pan. Do you see any droplet of water there? Yes, I could see. You also, people, please try this. All these 4 activities. One more activity is there. We'll go through it also. Hold a used hacksaw blade with a pair of tongs. Keep the tip of the free hand on the flame of a gas stove. Wait for a few minutes. Does the color of the tip of the blade change? Remove the blade from the flame. Observe the tip once again after some time. Does it get back to its original color? All these activity you have to perform at your home, and please let me know what are the resolutions come out to be, what are the results come out to be from that. Please let me know. Now we'll start a chapter, but do try these activities at your home. After performing all these activities, please let me know the answers. We'll start our chapter from this physical properties. What are physical properties? Properties such as shape, size, color, and state of a substance are called its physical properties. Like in the previous activities which I have explained to you, which I have told you to try at your home, what is happening in those activities? All these things is happening: shape change, size change, color change, state change. So what are these? These are actually the physical properties. What is a physical change? It is generally change which is occurring in shape, size, color, and state. That is a physical change. And what is it basically? That you have studied in your previous class as well, that a physical change is generally reversible. It means it can be reversed. Just like if we are melting an ice, we can again convert it into an ice. Melting of ice converts into water. Then water can be converted into ice by putting it in the freezer. This is a physical change. In such a change, no new substances form. See, in the previous example of which I have given of ice and water, ice converted into water, water converted into ice. Nothing new is formed, so that we could say that yes, this thing is formed. So this is also a property that in physical change no new substance is formed. Again we'll go for another activity. So let's see. Here in this activity what we have to do, get a small piece of a thin strip or ribbon of magnesium. Clean its tip with sandpaper. Okay, we'll do this. Bring the tip near a candle flame. It burns with a brilliant white light. Yes, we could say. When it is completely burnt, it leaves behind a powdery ash. Does the ash look like the magnesium ribbon? The change can be represented by the following equation, which is given here, that is magnesium, symbol of magnesium is Mg, plus oxygen, oxygen symbol is O2, it will give magnesium oxide. This we are doing right now. Magnesium, we are providing oxygen, and what is coming out to be magnesium oxide. This activity will perform in our chemistry lab as well. Now we'll go for next activity. Now in this activity what we have to do, dissolve about a teaspoon full of copper sulfate, blue vitriol or Neela thotha in about half a cup of water in a glass tumbler or a beaker. We have to take a beaker, and in it we have to take 1 teaspoon full of copper sulfate. In a half cup of water we have to add a few drops of dilute sulfuric acid to it. Copper sulfate solution, so what is the equation here? It is mentioned copper sulfate solution blue in color plus iron, it will give copper sulfate solution green in color plus copper brown deposit. Copper will be out from it. See the picture also, it is given here in this picture. What is happening? Copper sulfate solution is there and it has been deposited at the bottom. Now we'll go for next activity. Take about a teaspoonful of vinegar in a test tube. In a test tube we have to take vinegar, we have to add pinch of baking soda to it. Now what will happen? We will hear a hissing sound, but that also we have to listen very carefully, and we'll see bubbles of a gas coming out. Now what we will do, we will pass this gas through freshly prepared lime water. Now what is happening to the lime water? This is given in the next picture also, in which you will see in the test tube we have taken vinegar and we have added baking soda. The sound and the bubbles of the gas coming out, then we have passed it with lime water. Okay, so we have passed it with the lime water. Now why these activities are different from the previous activities which are relating to physical properties? Because these activities, in this something new is forming now. So what we'll come to know? We'll come to know another definition, that is chemical. So what is chemical change? A change in which one or more new substances are formed. See, when we are burning something, ashes are producing. When we are mixing some solutions, a new copper deposit is formed. When we are passing that gas in the lime water, something new is formed. Also adding baking soda in copper sulfate or baking soda in vinegar, it will also produce something new. So this is what basically a chemical change. For example, when food gets spoiled, it produces a foul smell. Something new is formed. When we burn a paper, ashes is produced. This is also something new is formed. So in a chemical change, apart from physical change, what is the difference? That in physical change nothing new is formed, but in chemical change always there is something which is formed, something new which is formed. So this is chemical change. That's it for today's class. In the next part I'll share the remaining parts of this chapter. So up till physical and chemical changes, since now we have discussed, so please go through your textbook and try to understand what is mentioned in the textbook, and let me know what are the doubts you all are having. Thank you so much everyone. Be safe and be healthy.